In this video of Weekend League gameplays, what I'll be basically looking at are some of the highlighted games. For example, I remember this game against Paris FC. It was a very interesting game. It had its twists, and without spoiling it, let's just get right into it. It was a very interesting game because, oh my god, and it literally tests the power of the formation in which I was rocking, the 4-4-2. As the game start, guys, I will just pause. Okay, we pause real quick. Set the camera up to the camera that I normally use, and hide, and let's go. Let's start over. Okay. So it's a very interesting game. It has many twists, and within this game, I basically try to illustrate that when you start off a little bit cold, things can happen. Dude, this guy he scored, and I was like, oh my god. I guess this is it. This is the first loss. That's what I'm like thinking at this moment now. And I was like, okay, let's try figure out a way how to fix this issue. So now I started to bounce the ball around, to get into shape. Remember that little move that we've been practicing, left, right, left, right, left, right. And here we're utilizing it in this formation. So I'm like, I know I will score, but I just don't know when. And this opponent has some great players on his team, So we're like, okay, let's see. And we try to play the ball. He's playing the ball around real good, terrific, so to speak. And Varane really did. Varane and Ramos, they're great players, guys. Pogba, he stood up. He rise to the occasion within this game. But above all, Ronaldinho and Eusebio are like, they carried the team. But there were occasions where Ronaldinho made some mistakes that you were just like, oh my God, what's going on? But at this moment, you're just trying to, understand your opponent, basically feel him out, and see what he's capable of. He's moving, his possession of the ball is totally terrific. And my defense, I was just like, oh my God, my defense is just so shaky at times. And the connection was really bad in this game. But, the whole idea of giving Ronaldinho the ball because he's I just playing him as Cam actually. And he's just creating for me. So I'm just here trying to wait for Garrincha, and he just eventually came back down. So now let's try to work it from the wing in. A little skill move, hoping that he kicks me down in the penalty box. Nothing happened. And I don't know what happened to that shot. It was like the delay shot. You put more power, and it never receive it. So now, this is one of the problems with Semedo. Sometimes he just do that. He just run wide from the ball and let someone just come in between and get the ball. But overall, sometimes he plays well. Now, I'm trying to work it within the 18 or at the edge and get in, right? So, but this is what's so puzzling. I don't understand why these posts, so many posts, you know what I mean? It was so crazy. But I was like, oh my God, those are signs, that you're going to lose the game. And you're like, oh no. But Pogba, he left all the center mid just to come out here to literally try to help me within this position. So at this moment in time now, I'm like panicking, guys. I'm literally panicking. But, I just try to keep my cool, remember my training, and remember my preparation. You notice that space that Semedo left over there, right? So I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? But I started to recover real quick and, just say, okay, run wide to the wing. Try to send Ronaldinho off, but he didn't. So I did a ball roll and come back inside. and give back Neymar on the wing. You know, keep the little connection between Neymar and Ronaldinho. I'm waiting on Ronaldinho, and he didn't. He ran the wrong way. But what's happening now? I'm just waiting for the passing lanes, right? And that didn't occur. So, Sissoko was totally amazing, you know, for this guy. He clutched in some occasions. But watch what's happening to my defense. You know, Best, he surprised me. Look at that space that was left for my opponent. And Griezmann just, bam, scored. And I'm 2 down. And I'm like, oh my God, this is it. I just lost this game. This is it. I'm screwed. What more can possibly happen? You know, this game is just getting out of control. I thought that Ter Stegen would have caught the ball, but he never did. So here we are again, rocking 4-4-2 training formation, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna do or die, crush or burn of the formation. Started to do my little thing on the wing, play with him, little ball roll. As I say to you guys in our skill training, ball rolls are terrific, heel to heel, and it didn't work. That little fast flick on pass to Neymar, it was a little combo that I had planned right there, but it was never gonna happen. So I'm here using Semedo, trying to maintain coverage on the defense and on the left, sorry, right back position. And here I go, flip over, because it's so delayed. It was so delayed, guys. I'm honest. When I remember this game, so I'm trying to utilize the wing, right? I did a ball roll, get away from the threat, call Eusebio, and I'm waiting on Ronaldinho, but he's not going that way. He came back, so I'm like, okay, hold on. So this is where I wanted to start working from. On the wing with Neymar, but Ronaldinho, and this is it. That was when I was like, oh my God, it's his right foot. Why is this Ronaldinho missing goal like that? And I realized his composure sometimes it just affects him. And this is one of the reasons why many players sometimes doesn't like the 91 Ronaldinho. If it was the 94 prime, that would have been a sure goal. No, I'm in trouble. Thank you, Varane. Best was like my nemesis right here in this game. So now I need to start work the wing, right? Wing play as usual in 4-4-2, guys, remember? So I roll away from him, start my little thing, try to get back into the 18-yard box, and I'm just trying to get a shot off with Eusebio. Back heel to Ronaldinho. I thought I had it, and then look at this. I don't know how that scored. Call that one luck or whatever, but I'm taking it, guys. I'm like, okay, we're back. We have a chance, right? So now you already noticed the sub, right? Mbappe is on the wing, and we're just trying to work the wing in, work within the box. Then I laid off to Ronaldinho, and this one he puts away, and now we're tied back up. Okay, God. So now I'm like, all right, keep my composure. Relax, get your mind right now. You're back in the game, all right? So this is when I noticed Semedo is making some real cool tackle. And then this happened because of the delay. And I noticed the ref and we're begging, please don't take me out, please. And bam, I'm gone. I'm one man down. So I quickly utilized the whole concept of the 4-4-2, drop one of my defender back, my winger, backward to play Semedo's position and lose one of my forward. You understand what I mean? So in other words, I'm only playing with Eusebio as forward within this game, and I was like, oh no, this is one of those games that you're gonna lose. But I know I'm gonna score eventually because my team, it's a great team. They're very attacking. But I do know also, as you can see, Dembele playing right back or left back. Sorry, no, he's on the right back. But I'm just here like, oh my God, all I need to do is just keep the ball and wait for a last opportunity. But I'm like, no, I want more. Let's just try to see if we can outright win this game, even though we're one down. So I'm like, okay, this Ben Yedder was just like oh my God. He was like a sore thumb, hurts. So we're rolling the ball, keeping things going on, moving. I'm trying to kill time, doing a little flair, you know what I mean? The skill stuff that we discuss in our on the channel. And all right, we're rolling down. slowly trying to get a position, and now I made it into the box. Eusebio, I tried to jog back, and then look what happened. I don't know how that score, but it went between the goalkeeper's arms and it went in. A spark of light and glimmer flashed in my eyes, and I'm like, okay, all I'm going to try to do is probably hold the ball and bounce it around and utilize the power of the 4-4-2. And I was like, oh no, this happened. I was like, what's going on? My players are running before. So I just decided, just start play slow. Just utilize the wing and work it. No, work it and work it. Just work it. Slow play and keep possession is the name of this game. I'm one up. I thought he was going to foul me there, but he didn't. And Pogba, even that one, I thought it was a foul. I never got the foul. So I'm just trying to cut off the pass to Best, because Best was just like so horrible. Watch Griezmann. He's running, and that was so bad. Now this is when I'm like, oh my God, I'm in trouble. And bam. I was silent, because now I know I am one man down and it's 3-3. But I know I'm just here saying, oh my God, this is a difficult game right now. How am I going to pull this one off? This is looking bad. I'm like, okay, let's just keep position and see what can happen. Just let's see. But during the game, I was also switching the formation at times, but sometimes I just maintained the integrity of the 4-4-2. I'm trying to use Eusebio, luring them away from the point of attack. I hope you noticed what Mbappe was doing. He was facing the linesman, which was totally unorthodox. It was like unusual. So now we're trying to work it around the edge of the 18. There was no pass there, but here it is, Pogba, and there is Eusebio. And then I tried the shot. I was going to pass it to Pogba, but something just said, hey, Eusebio is not going to miss there. Just try the shot. If I'd missed that shot, I would be like, oh my God. I should have just given it to Pogba. So now I'm like, okay, all right, let's keep the composure. So Guardiola, he was really amazing this weekend for me. And we just keep rolling the ball, keep doing our thing. And the name of this game and this formation right now, you're one man down, guys. What are you going to think? Try to run and attack and do everything? No. You know your opponent wants this ball. So what are you going to do? Keep possession and bounce it around and wait until he moves players out of position, then attack. Look how Pogba's position was well, and I should have given it to Pogba, but I was just like, no, I want to see if he's going to overcommit and foul. Guys, at this moment in the game, your mentality has to be strong. You know what I mean? You have to be thinking like, oh, okay, I'm winning. I was losing. I'm one man down. Now, let's keep possession and just be calm. Let's be calm. Let's just be calm. Keep possession. That's the name of this game. Utilize our wing and our wing backs. Left back, Zambrata. And let's just keep possession for now and hope that an opportunity presents itself again. Notice how my opponent is dressing off. He's the one who should be pressuring me, right? But I am the one who's attacking. So I'm like, okay, let's go. So Pogba is out of position. Look at Guardiola. He came back in trying to keep the play. I'm one man down, Dembele, and that was an error on my part. I shouldn't have, but it was very risky when I looked back at it. So now I'm like, okay, 80 minutes. So we need to keep possession. An opportunity might present itself, and I want to be able to snap when it presents itself. So I pass the ball, work it between my two CMs, and bam. Bam. I accidentally pressed the chip instead of the shoot button, guys. My hand was still on the left trigger, the left L1, and somehow I got a chip shot. So here I am, and that's a cheapo by Eusebio. And that's why you have players like Eusebio in your forward line. He gets these cheapos, and he's not going to miss, right? At this moment, I'm like, okay, all I need to do is keep this guy from coming to my 18 or anywhere in there. And that was just the name of this game. Just notice how slow I'm dribbling now, annoying my opponent because he's down. I'm down a player, but he's down on time. And the game is so loggy that it is just impossible to understand. So now I'm watching Best running, and I couldn't stop this. I'm glad that that it was um, Guardiola who had that ball, and I know you know Guardiola can't shoot to save his life, right? He can, but he's just not so good. That move that I did with Mbappe, it's within the channel where on our skill moves where we talk about the left flick and so forth, left L1 and L2 in combination. Guys, when we won this game, I have to thank Eusebio and most of all Ramos and Guardiola. He did play a great path, but the player that clutched this game was you could just see. I was just like, oh my god, this was amazing. And let's move on to the next game real quick, and I'll share with you more.